Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about Ketu transit in Leo and its impact on Libra rising. So anybody with a Libra rising, Libra Ascendant, Libra Lagna or Moon in Libra, this video is applicable for all of them. So before I talk about the transit, I have shared my number in the description. I have shared my email address in the description. Anybody who wants to connect with me over call, discussing their chart or reading their chart, they can connect with me through WhatsApp or through email. Now, before I talk about the transit, let me just tell you, like the character traits of the planet Ketu. So, Ketu is a planet which is completely opposite to the planet Rahu, wherein Rahu is an extremely materialistic planet. Ketu is an extremely spiritual planet. Rahu is the planet for illusion. Ketu is the planet for disillusion. Rahu is a planet which doesn't have a base. Ketu is a planet which doesn't have a head. Rahu attaches us towards the house where it sits or it transits, wherein Ketu detaches us from the house where it sits or it transits. Now, let's talk about the transits. So, Ketu would be transiting in your 11th house. So, 11th house is an Upchaya house, and Ketu is a malefic planet. So, that's one. A malefic planet in its Upchaya house produces excellent results. Now, the second thing is, what are the character traits of 11th house? Like, what are the things of 11th house? 11th house is the house of your connections. 11th house is the house of your network, your social network, your professional network. 11th house is the house of your gains. 11th house is the house of your desire, your long term desire. So, with this particular transit of Ketu, you know, all these areas, you would see the trigger, all these areas, you would see the focus in the next 1.5 years. Now, let's talk about, what this particular transit is bringing for you. Now, the first thing I would say is, the best way to make more money or to save money is by either earning more, okay, or by, cutting the costs. So, because Ketu, that's a planet which is responsible for detachment. Ketu is a planet which cuts. Ketu is a planet that is like a scissor. So the first thing you would notice is Ketu would help you cut down the costs. All unnecessary expenditures, your own personal expenditures, your expenditures at home, your expenditures at your work, or your expenditures at your business. So the first thing you would notice after 18th of May that all your unnecessary expenditures have been cut. That's the first beautiful thing you would see. Now, the second thing is about, as I said, this is the house of your long term desire. This is the house of your desire. Now, guys, I would strongly recommend you during this time, do manifest. The manifestation you would do, you would see Ketu will help you achieve those desires, those goals which you are manifesting. So that's also a very beautiful thing about this transit. Now the third thing is this is the house of your network, and Ketu cuts. So what it will bring for you? It will just cut down all the fake friends. It will cut down all the people whom you think they are your network, they are your connection. But there could be a possibility that those people are just taking your time. They're taking your energy. They're taking your focus. But they're not your network. They're not your connections. You're not gaining from them. So all those people, you would see Ketu will cut down. Now, yes, there could be a possibility that you would receive some kind of social isolation during this next 1.5 years. But then instead of moving around with fake people who are just full of those Louis Vuittons and Gucci's and Pradas and I don't know, so many good these high end brands. I mean those fancy cars, the fancy business class travel, those fancy restaurants, those fancy holidays, those fancy restaurants, fancy dinner dates. So I mean, with those kind of people, if they are fake people, you would see it would help. Ketu would just cut down with all those people, because they are not bringing any value in your life. So with this, you would see all the fake friends, would go away, and what is left are your real friends. Those are your friends. That is your network, that is your connection, which is bringing value into your life, which is bringing you value in terms, maybe not in terms of money, but in terms of giving you something, some inputs, some ideas related to your goal, your journey, your ambition. I mean, you would only left with true friends, good network, good social network, good professional network. That is the saying. That is the thing which you would see here. Now, this is the time, because Ketu is a planet which is a very spiritual planet. So if you find a mentor during this time, you know, if you find a guru, if you find a teacher, they will really help you. Like achieve a lot. They will help you a lot in terms of achieving your goals and your ambitions. I mean, even their one advice could do a lot of help to you. I mean, anybody who knows occult sciences, maybe like an astrologer, who can give you a path in order to, how to achieve your goals, what road you should achieve, what treatments you should do. So this is the time for you to, invest your energy into finding the right mentor, and Ketu will help you find the right mentor. That's how you take the advantage of the times. Now, the next thing is about, one thing which is called as perceived success, and the other thing which is called as real success. So, yes, there could be a possibility that somebody is moving around in a BMW, wearing all those Louis Vuittons and Gucci's and, Pradas, okay, and, DNGs, and I mean, I don't know, like so many expensive things. They could be moving around in, the like best 5-star hotels, in business class, and doing, some expensive journeys, whatever. I mean, the holidays. I mean, living up the best form of a lifestyle. Now that's perceived success. But it could be a possibility that those same people, owe a lot of debt to the bank. They owe a lot of money to the bank. So here, in this next 1.5 years, you would not be perceived as successful or just perceived as successful. You would be really successful, where you would be building, towards your business, where you would be building towards your ambition, where you would be, building something towards your goal, towards your long-term desire. You would be doing something, you would be really successful during this time. And that is something which you would know. Now, the next thing is about the intuition, guys. During this time, your intuition is the best. Your gut feeling is your best, coach, your best mentor. Because this is the house of, connections and network. So your gut feeling, your intuition would tell you, whether it's worth investing your time, money, and focus in this, group of people, with this network, with this connection or not. Whether, after investing your focus, you're getting some value in terms of, mind, in terms of some advice, some suggestion, or it's just, plain nothing. So here, just go by the intuition, and you will find the right friends, the right group of people who would help you achieve their success, and you would help them achieve their success. So this is how it works. Now, the next thing is, Ketu is the planet which is about surrender. Ketu is a planet which is about detachment. So my suggestion to you people is, during this time, just keep working hard. Just keep working on your goal, and, just detach yourself from the result. And you would see Ketu will bring you everything you want, everything, you aspire, everything related to your goals. But don't have a feeling of, I would do this so that this would come to me. Just do it just go, like get up, go to your work, and just do the work, because, it is supposed to be done. Go to your business. I mean, whatever you do, just do the job. Don't think about the results, and you would see everything is coming to you. So it's a beautiful transit for you guys. Now, that's mostly what I wanted to share. Now, if anybody wants to do treatments of Ketu, they can just write a comment, and I will add on. I will respond to you, like, what are the best treatments of Ketu you can do. Now, one more thing I would like to add here. Now, whatever I am talking, this is about a person having a Libra Ascendant, okay, Libra rising, passing through with Ketu times, right? If not, then we also have to see the position of your Ketu in your natal chart. We also have to see the Mahadashas, the Pratyantar Dashas you're passing through with. That is also needs to be checked in that case. So that's mostly what I wanted to share about this video, guys. So if you like this video, I would request you to press the subscription, to press the bell notification, and also to add a comment, because your comment, really validates my effort. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for your time, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.